Hey all, Brent here for the Otaku No Video podcast for the week ending May 9th, 2009. Unless otherwise notified, all of these news items are from Anime News Network. So let's get to the news. Yasuo Yamaguchi has some actual numbers for us about the anime industry, and they're not too bright. He's with the Association of Japanese Animations, or the AJA. He's quoted as saying that the anime industry is in a, quote, bubble several years ago that burst. The marketplace is on a falling curve due to declining birth rates and the recession, end quote. Bit of doom and gloom there. He thinks the industry's been working at a surplus up until now, but we're kind of catching up and it's heading towards a restructuring in the future. So, nothing too scary, but we are looking for some changes. And here are some beautiful charts to show you what I'm talking about. So you can see that the number of anime on TV went from 124 in the year 2000, up almost 2.5 times in 2006, but recently gone down in 2008 to 288. The real scary thing to me is the number of premieres. A total of 60 in 2006, cut in half to 30 in 2008. You can see Japanese DVD sales and Laserdisc sales have been declining steadily for the past few years, too, from nearly $1 billion in 2005 down to just over $750 million in 2008. So don't panic. And don't panic when various American anime companies go out of business, like Central Park Media did. In fact, ADV's got you covered, at least partly. According to Right Stuff, ADV will be releasing Grave of the Fireflies, Now and Then Here and There, MD Geist, and The World of Narue in July. Apparently they picked those up and they'll be re-releasing those, and they'll be back out on the market in just a couple of months. So good for them for getting some good anime back up there, and certainly some classics. Speaking of classics, for those of you who've never seen the original Evangelion TV series, Neon Genesis Evangelion, and I know there are some of you out there, you can now download it off Xbox Live Marketplace between sessions of Fallout 3 and Resident Evil 5. They've also added the first Appleseed film, the good CGI one, not the weird one from the 80s, as well as Kiba. Now they're dub only, but hey, Eva had a darn solid dub. Now for all of you Sony fanboys, you can download Evangelion TV, the Appleseed film, Angelic Layer, Burn Up, UFO Princess Valkyrie, Aquarian Age, Madlax, and a few others on PlayStation Network. Thank you, whoever's releasing those. I think that's... Who is doing that? Somebody. And Funimation's even got some Apple, all you Apple fanboys out there covered. They're releasing Gankutsuou, the Count of Monte Cristo, Full Metal Panic: The Second Raid, which is awesome, and Strain on iTunes. So if you got an iTunes account, you can go ahead and check those out and download them. Very cool. I think ADV is the one doing all the other stuff on PlayStation Network. Pretty cool. Speaking of Evangelion, a new trailer for the new Evangelion movie, Evangelion 2.0 You Cannot Advance, came out this week. The main thing is it reveals that, or confirms, not only will there be a new brunette pigtailed girl character, she's a pilot. It shows her in a green plug suit. So that's definitely going to be interesting, seeing how another girl comes in and how Evangelion turns into more of a harem anime. Speaking of lots of girls in anime, remember last week when K-On! Premiered near the top of the Oricon charts with its opening and ending themes? It's still on the Oricon charts, along with some other anime. Number 2 on the charts this week is the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood ending. Number 4 is a song from Gurren Lagann. Number 5 is the ending of K-On!, that's an awesome song. Number 6 is the opening of K-On!. Number 7 is the Shugokara Doki ending. Number 8, the Street Fighter 4 Legend of Chun-Li, I think, opening song. And then number 9 is one of the infinite number of One Piece themes. So, cool. The rest of them are non-anime. Oh, and speaking of K-On!, here's a news item that did not make it to ANN. According to the Japanese Kyo Mayari Rayaku fan blog, sorry about that, can't quite pronounce that one, there's this mistake in episode 2 of K-On! When Yui's picking out her guitar, it shows a Les Paul, which accidentally has a Fender logo on it. And before it was actually rebroadcast on satellite TV, Kyoto Animation went in and fixed it and put a Gibson logo on the guitar. So like they already went in and fixed it just for the satellite re-release. So even before the DVD release, KyoAni's on top of it. This is how incredibly nuttily awesome Kyoto Animation is. Also not from ANN, Anime Nation, Anime Nation notes that the public voting for the 2009 SPJA Awards is now open. That's the Society for the Promotion of Japanese Animation, I believe. Go and vote for your favorites online. The winners will be announced at Anime Expo, and I'll provide you with the URL in the notes somewhere. In completely different news, Sakura Wars is finally coming to North America on consoles. Sakura Wars is a strategy RPG that sort of mixes strategy RPG with dating sims. For those of you who haven't seen it, you have sort of different combat systems and such, but there's also sort of this girl handling thing. I mean, this was a major franchise when it came out years ago. I mean, there's a good 30-40 hours of gameplay. You can play a total of 7 different characters. There's 6 different endings, and they're all fully animated. And then this spawned OVAs and TV series and movies, and it's a big thing. So nice to see some love for those classics out there. So those are all the major news stories for this week. Hope you enjoyed this, and until next week, keep your fingers shining.